inside centre-backs by Sharp. Whatever Neil Harris said at half-time had an immediate impact on his players, Williams making up for his earlier misdemeanour with a deep corner that found Jake Cooper for a totemic equaliser. And the turnaround was completed just 3 minutes later. Ryan Leonard, on loan at the Den from United, but allowed to play, perhaps inevitably finding Lee Gregory over the top. He raced clear to put the Lions in front. Then the pendulum swung the other way. Williams again involved, but this time at fault. After some untidy defending, he bundled over Duffy. Another penalty, David McGoldrick not risking a repeat of Sharp's miss by immediately grabbing the ball. After that, he could hardly miss. This time there was nothing Amos could do, as McGoldrick thumped home his third of the season. There was still time for more late drama, with the clock ticking over into the final minute. Duffy's low cross was tapped in by McGoldrick for the Blades winner. They moved just a point off top spot. Millwall stay rooted in the bottom three.
It's never an easy place to come. We got deservedly beat the last 2 games here, but it was a big win for us. I think we played well. We deserved to win the game. However, it came about through the second penalty, and you know, it's a big win for us.
It's a huge win, and Sheffield United seem to get it done in 5 or 6 different ways, but they get it done.
Yeah, that's thanks to their manager, without a shadow of a doubt. He gets them organised, and when they get hit, he keeps them going. You know, they had a poor start, and now look where they are. It's fantastic.
Now, talking about poor starts, what's going on with Millwall? They've given more points away from a winning position at home this season than they did the whole of last season. We look at the day and it's like, let them come, you know? It's one of those, you know, how scary it could be going.
Well, it is, and it also, once you start building letting the goal in at the wrong time, like they've done this season, is absolutely amazing. Last year they were so solid at home, they were absolutely fantastic, overachieved. Anybody thought that they were going to do. So, you know, this is something that they've got to break out of, and Neil will get them going again.
Now, we have a couple of Millwall fans work on the EFL in Quest, and probably wouldn't repeat some of the language, but they feel they were a little hard done by today. So let's get Ollie's view on this.
Well, they were a bit aggressive to me as well, but never mind. Listen, I feel that's harsh personally. I think we're going to disagree with this. I think that's when it's hit his hand, he's jumping in the air. Was he inside the box? When he landed, he was outside. So, but this one, I don't think there's any complaints. But they were both given, so 1 out of 2. Yes.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Blackburn against Forest. Dak and Graham's so important for Blackburn Rovers. We talked about them a lot. So I just want to talk about Graben and the balls he had to take another penalty, and whether he's right or not. There was one in between.
Yeah, well, he grabbed the penalty, didn't he? He grabbed the next one, he missed that.
Scored in between.
Typical striker, mate. Yeah, that's mine, I'm putting it in. And, you know, that's what you want. You want them to take responsibility. That's where they get paid.
Yeah.
Pretty good money.
I think 25 unbeaten for Blackburn Rovers at home now. Brentford Reading was another ding-dong, wasn't it? How much of a battle that was?
Everybody was kicking off now.
Yeah.
Sending off. And I've never seen anything suffice there. I know it's local derbies, but...
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second, by the way. After the break, we'll round up the weekend's championship action then, including that Yorkshire derby at Ellsworth, as Leaders Leeds took on Sheffield Wednesday under their Friday night lights.
£79 from Six. Yay! Six, drive smug.
The autumn sale is now on at Tourist PC World. Save £140
It is time for the match. Martin Tyler here to describe it for you with my good friend Alex.
Hi there, Martin. Walking into the ground today, I've just got that feeling it's going to be a really good afternoon. Sunderland supporters today, and they're looking to get off to a good start at home, because I think that home form is going to be vital for them if they're not going to get relegated this season. And it's against a team that had a wonderful campaign last season, getting promotion. This won't be easy though. Away from home,
worked so hard to achieve it.
Nothing to see here. No raiding the bin for leftovers.
So away we go at 1-1. Ali.
No little surprises left on the floor.
A goal from Walsall.
Was a goal from Walsall. 12 minutes played, 1-1.
Well, many thanks, Alan McInally, keeping us up to date as usual. Comes in with a tackle. Suarez, threading it through. Just the keeper to beat. Lovely, incisive pass. In with a chance. Brilliant goal.
Protected by the can, so no artificial colours or preservatives. Final soups made with great.
He's popped out, but it's the home of your dreams.
Nicely done in an unselfish way by the provider for the goal scorer.
Yeah, no wonder the scorer goes across to his mate because he was unselfish and laid it on the plate for him.
I can't give you a mortgage to party.
Restart the game 2-1
Get you home. Just do the shooting.
to O'Sullivan. Goal here is now from Rotherham.
It's a goal for Scunthorpe United. 70 minutes played, 1-0.
Thank you very much, Alan. Stevenson.
It takes a lot of love to make beauties like these. Howard's made dream cars. Thursday at 10. With a quest and available.
Here's Taylor. Kyle. Now Bailey. Stevenson. Brian. It's Bailey.
Here we go with more
Some potential in this move. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. They came on strong in that period of attacking play. In the end, it was disappointing.
Ipswich manager Paul Hurst said he hoped Birmingham might just take his winless side too lightly.
Jimmy Ryan.
Words that appeared prophetic when John Nolan notched his first goal for the men for the unmissable Solar Orange.
A slight delay, so ref clears the defenders.
2 up when Everton loanee Matthew Pennington prodded home just his second goal.
Oh, he's hit the post and it's no goal! 27 minutes played.
Plenty of character last week at Ellen Road,
Interesting
and they
news
need
again
to
from
again
Alan
to salvage
McInally.
this
Thanks,
fixture.
Alan.
On that front, Paul
Time here to strike a
leads
goal.
by example. And shortly after the break, he restored hope, showing why manager Gary Monk did praise the Scottish players during the week. When Conor Mahoney came off the bench towards the middle of the half, he knew who to seek out with his
Goal that's
centre.
been put away in prime fashion.
Defenders seem to lose the concentration almost. They saw it coming from a long way out.
Beginning to look a bit desperate soon after, when Harley Dean and Jutkiewicz made their aerial presence felt. Both got a second bite of the cherry, with the latter smashing in his second of the match. Comeback complete. That long-awaited victory had slipped through Ipswich's
3-1
fingers.
the scoreline.
Their frustration evident in
Restart the
Pennington's
game.
robust challenge on Jack Magoma.
Jimmy
He
Ryan
was treading a fine line for a
anticipated
player
the
already
direction
booked,
of the pass
so he
and was
wasn't
able
going to
to
get away with a
intervene.
push too. An afternoon that started so well for the strugglers,
And
ended with
Peterson.
10 men, as well as those 2
Stevenson.
points lost.
Brian. Kyle. Peterson.
After 3 games without a goal, Graham Potter made the decision to bring Courtney Baker-Richardson back into his starting 11.
Penalty
The young
at
striker had missed the last
Doncaster.
3
It's a
matches
penalty
after
for
picking up a red
Doncaster
card
Rovers.
just 5 minutes into his league debut.
put the
It
ball
took
down
him
on the
just
spot.
over 15 minutes to repay his
Great
manager's
chance.
faith.
Oh,
Swansea
that's such a
started this
classy
match as
goal.
the joint lowest scorers in the
Wonderful
championship,
strike.
and it took another hour of play
Spectacular
before they
nature
could
as
add a
well
second.
reflected in the
It was
replay
worth the
here.
wait.
Well, they've
The
increased their
fine
lead
goal
here,
ended with
and
Conor
that
Roberts'
could just
first
wrap
goal
up
for
the
the club.
match.
Yeah,
It's
no,
been a
the much
decent
better
run
team
for the
out here
Academy
today,
product.
and that
He also
scoreline
scored for
reflects that.
Wales in the UEFA
I have to
Nations
say,
League
it's so
3 months ago.
one-sided today, but
Swansea
all credit to
sealed
the
win
team.
with substitute
They're
Jamie
racking up the
Bolton's late
goals.
deflected strike. 3 goals for the Swans for the
Keane.
first time this season, and plenty of positives to take ahead
Goal
of Tuesday's
from
visit to
Fleetwood.
Wigan.
It's a goal for Fleetwood Town. 41 minutes played.
Bristol
1-0.
City and
Thank you very
Aston
much,
Villa
Alan.
have both been short of their best recently. Nevertheless,
Richard.
Ashton
Just a
Gate's
case
biggest
of
crowd of the
finding the
season
spare man
turned
that's
out to
always
see their
available in their
Friday
own
night
half, and the
meeting.
opposition letting them do
So
this.
the back-to-back
At the moment,
defeats,
although they are
Robin's fans
trailing.
have earmarked Villa under
Taylor.
the lights for a
Right.
return to winning ways,
Stevenson.
especially once Josh Brownhill
Right.
the 16 minutes.
There's going to be 3 minutes added on.
After only 1 win in
And
September,
Peterson.
Villa were
You're on
wrecked
the
by
ball.
self-doubt.
Here's Taylor.
Equaliser for them just before the break was a tiny confidence boost. We kept
Peterson.
Yarmison on target deep into
Stevenson.
his half
worse in the second half, but the closest either side came to a winner was when former Reading Tanny Abraham almost put through his own nets. John McGinn on the line.
A brilliant first half from this fella.
On top of his game out there, and I'm sure he'll be thinking about grabbing his hat.
I think Steve more or less told us a few weeks ago when the turmoil hit the club, they couldn't pay your wages. When they got new owners in, it was probably too late for Steve, so he's had to build late, and I think you can see that. But as I say, he's an experienced manager. He might not be where they want to be, but he'll get there.
As you can see from the scoreline as we start the second half,
they probably
might not be too
score the goals and play well. QPR actually started really well. The scoreline maybe a little flattering, but they were great for the 3 points, Swansea, and what a story it is. Courtney Baker Richardson, we sat here, he was minutes into his debut, and he gets sent off, and it was the worst possible start. So when your manager backs you again, you probably feel like
much of a contest left in this game.
And he's just overzealous.
Goal is now from Doncaster.
It's
a goal from Chester United. 46 minutes played. 1-1.
Cheers, Alan.
Really is put away with
Stevenson.
style. Absolutely fantastic. And to cap it off, he then does this. So for me, it's a mixed bag.
He's through here.
He's certainly learning. He's on an upward learning journey. He's a very talented guy. He's had everything in the first couple of weeks.
Absolutely. What about Birmingham?
That completes a wonderful hat-trick. Well, there is a saying that things come in threes. They come in threes for him. A hat-trick.
Not just 3 goals, but he's played really well. His no-goal game has been top class today.
I don't think we expected this. Such a one-sided affair. But look at the scoreline.
Fantastic comeback. What about 12 game run stretch in the last season? Stretch where they try to win. What does a manager do?
Striding forward, purposefully.
That's the issue. Hursty's a great lad.
Come away with the ball, played a great tackle.
They did well. They scored today, but you need a win.
And Peterson.
You need a win to convince all the team that you're good enough on that level, and I'm sure
They have sent the big bucks sliding in through the defenders. Brilliant pass, can he finish it? We're going to shoot from here. A really incisive breakaway. Held his position, stayed onside, in at the keeper. He's denied him.
Oh, he's such a good keeper in these situations, he's very cool, and he got his angles absolutely correct there.
Let's pause for a moment to let in Alan McAnally here with some goal news.
It's the second goal for Rochdale. 58 minutes played, 2-2.
Thanks, Alan.
Presented
possession to the opposition now.
Of the season on the
Taylor.
Hillsborough against an informed Sheffield.
Here's Taylor.
John
Quick-witted, quick in his movement to intercept there. Well, this is a real shock. See it in the faces of the players, and you can hear it. Threading it through. They come off the goalkeeper, still in play. Delivered into the box.
2 goals to 0. Chris Wood was on the score sheet now at Burnley.
Right.
Here's Ailing.
It's O'Sullivan. To O'Sullivan. Ali.
Saeed.
The intentions of the opposition there to the interception.
cross. Douglas down. And it was Roberts that was ready to stoop. And Michael had to whip it off his forehead. Dawson rather flaps. Hailing with a miscue. Saving the day is Thornley. Count Roberts. Full blood and thunder Yorkshire derby.
In the second half, unbelievable how we messed the defending and tried to all the difficult moments to clear, but the team did it very well. In the end, you must also sometimes you have luck that Leeds scored not the second goal, but that is also football.
Well, listen, it happened 24 hours ago, so forget the analysis. Let's just look at these two goals, because I could watch him time and time again, particularly reach his goal. We've seen him do this before, I tell you.
Well, that's what you pay money for, that's what supporters want to see. He's gone down, he's bounced there, he should never really shoot, but wow.
He scored one at Villa Park last year as well. It was just world-class goal, and we're only showing it 3 times. I'm happy to show it 300.
Watch it on iClock. Absolutely stunning.
Absolutely, and a nice touch as well. Let's have a look at Giggs. Exactly, sort of step up to the plate. Happy to see both those goals now.
Yeah, that's slightly more measured, you know, but which one would you prefer? We could talk all night about what to finish.
Mate, I can honestly say I've never scored anything close to that in my life, even that amateur football. I'd take either one.
So I could watch that all night.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. 1-1 on the Friday night game. Let's take a look at the table then as it stands after today and last night's action. West Brom, who can't stop scoring, are the new leaders of the Sky Bet Championship after that 3rd consecutive win. The top 4 though are just separated now by 1 point, and Norwich are up to 5th after that 4th win in a row. So Ipswich were the only team in the relegation zone to pick up a point, as both Preston North End and Millwall suffered home defeat. Bolton were the only winners in the current bottom half. So after the break, we'll turn to League One as over 5,000 Sunderland fans decamped from Wearside to Coventry's Ricoh Arena to see whether the Black Cats could keep up their promotion challenge.
Today, you're going to keep New York, New Yorking. Okay, who's next? I'm the woman that runs New York. Because I feed New York.
There's a new way to drive. With a car that parks itself, uses a single pedal for acceleration and deceleration, senses and adapts to the surrounding traffic. With a car that's filled with innovation and nothing but innovation, the new Nissan Leaf, simply amazing.
The autumn sale is now on at Curry's PC World.
Save £130 on this versatile touchscreen Lenovo Yoga with Intel Pentium Gold processor, and up to £500 on these stunning LG Smart 4K HDR TVs from $1499. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
They all want to meet Neymar. But me, I am Neymar.
We're not the best striker in the world, or it's no sense about it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Okay. Please leave. That's right, game. We'll take it from here.
For the players.
He's asleep. Those powerful lines that fill the side. I know this moment of bliss, you think. Don't wake up. Let's get those lights off. We're getting just right. And I tell you, I'm so quietly. Sweet dreams up there.
Join over 1 million people already using their award-winning Hive products to control their home from their phone, so you can make time for the moments that really matter. Search Hive to discover more. Hive. Let's get living.
It's booked out. But if it's the home of your dreams you're after, maybe I can help. Here at the Halifax, we help all sorts of home buyers. Even scarecrows. Oh, joy. What's that, Toto? Can I help Dorothy?
Oh, will you? Could you
time in the English League Cup. It's the extra buzz amongst the supporters as we came into the stadium.
It works for us. It works for you.
He's the one we're focusing on, I think with good reason.
3 in his last 3. The talisman for the team here, no doubt.
I'll get them up then. Brand new salvage hunter starts Wednesday the 17th of October on Quest.
His last season in the game, possibly.
And once your reaction slowed down, I mean, it's such an integral part of the position that he feels maybe that he's not what he was.
Between two former Premier League sides, he sent Kevin Keegan's to Coventry, the Sunderland already there.
Up to that defeat of Bristol Rovers last week, Coventry had posted back-to-back wins, have already beaten another relegated side from the Championship last season, Barnsley here. Gooch. Good pass.
And this is today's starting lineup for the home team. Probably one of the two front men will slip behind the other and augment the midfield when required.
I think so. If they start getting overloaded in the middle of the park, that's always an option for this manager who does like to fill his midfield.
Preston. White at the Liberty Stadium. Alan McInally has got some news for us.
It's a goal for Swansea City.
Threading it through.
Needs to be quick.
Right to the kick-off.
They look like scoring. They have now. Sharp from the off. And what a good goal.
That's why coaches work on getting into crossing positions so that you can get the dangerous ball in. It's always been the same football. Cross from a good position, you'll get chances.
Yeah, and it always puts defenders on the back foot and gives the attackers an advantage.
So the first goal, it's 1-0. That was a very quick word from Alan McInally, wasn't it? And he has told us that Swansea City have scored. The score is now 1-0. Pressure to absorb, high up the pitch. Vela. Oh, the wide man can show his skills here. Keita. Vela. Preston for White.
Big football clubs with huge fan bases. Coventry City
space in the middle. Went with a header, and he's good in the air too, but not quite good enough then.
Bit unfortunate. Next time, maybe he'll merit it.
Pose some danger now. And here's the shot. Trying to wallop it in from close range, and they're still trying to get the ball back.
Well, he may have taken the bubble, Martin. Let's be generous there.
You know, sometimes difficult, especially if you've not
Keita.
Firing. So
Preston.
I'm disappointed for him.
White.
Because he deserved the 3 points, but not 10 points.
Trying to thread a pass through, but not successful.
Because of the circumstances that he was in this league. And you can see that the atmosphere around today's game, you know, it's a goal that got tight into it, and Conley responded in terms of the performance, so it was really good for something like that.
Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. Good chunk of added time here, 3 minutes. Preston. Vela. Well, they are in the lead and they are on the ball, but in their own half at the moment. Keita. That's the referee signalling for half-time, blowing his whistle, and it's 3-0 here at half-time. Not often, Alan, do you see one man have one half like he's had.
No, it was a top performance in that first half. Couple of goals for him, and everything he tried came off. He scared that defence to death, and just be hoping to do the same in the second half.
Only 5 goals conceded all season. On the way, that was until Reece Bennett and Enrique Dembele's cross to give Peterborough the lead. Terry McPhillips has created a siege mentality during troubled times at Blackpool. Curtis Tilt and Armand Nondouye both went close to a first half leveller. Blackpool did get.
You don't often get a first half as one-sided as this one. They've been very good, the team that are leading, of course. It's an easy cutout for the opposition, saw the pass coming.
All of the game of head tennis on the edge of the area. Marco Hara was surely the best of the 26
For White.
to Peterborough scored this season. That seemingly inspired the Seasiders, though. A seesaw game swung back the way of Blackpool. Nathan Alfonso sweeping in an equally impressive
If you're not quite up to date, you might have heard it elsewhere. Trying to steer it through. Steered through. And there it is! Through the keeper and nicely set up for the tap-in.
Sometimes in these situations you see the player on the ball want to take the glory, but that wasn't the case here.
Here's the goal again.
Made of strong stuff though, and they're unbeaten this season, so it was no surprise when Brett Pittman teed up Jamal Lowe. Kenny Clappett's side back on level terms, just 25 minutes strong.
I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the teams that are racking up the goals. It's going to be a throw here.
Defender Matt Cork wrapped up the points.
Keita.
How about this for a goal? Nutmeg, great finish.
Preston. Vela.
3 more points for Pompey.
Accrington sadly knew a win in the West Midlands would have them breathing down Walsall's neck in the race.
Here's a chance to go down the outside of the opposition. Here's a chance! Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. That was a puff out your cheeks moment, and phew, got away with it.
Penalty keys scored in the league since the start of last season.
Preston.
With the strikers' mission accomplished, just 7 minutes in.
Well, we're 2/3 of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go.
From Josh Ginnerly, just the first of a string of saves, with Ripley on his toes again to deny John Guthrie. And so it went on, to Walsall's immense irritation. The stopper on loan from Middlesbrough was in store for a thorough workout, throwing everything into Stanley's pursuit of their first clean sheet of the campaign. Right to the end, the Saddlers kept pushing for an equaliser. Beyond 90 minutes, Zeli Ismail even had the luxury of some time to set his sights. The talented Mr. Ripley continued to keep the home fans on tenterhooks. And there'll be no dramatic last twist.
It's going to be a substitution here for the home side.
Squandering Walsall's
Poor on the ball. Preston. They might have played him in here. Looks the goalkeeper in the eye. It's not really going to get the better of him from that range, especially when he can see it all the way.
Not without gifting him away to take the lead. Joe Arimo clipped on the edge of the area by James Collins. Anthony Collins giving the penalty.
How defensive have they become at the moment? Sitting in their own half and letting the opposition pass the ball around in front of them. Maybe they feel they're not going to be hurt. Well, the hands that didn't look so secure look a bit safer now.
Yeah, that'll make him feel a little bit better about himself.
That's a fine shot, an even better save.
Yeah, this is a good keeper, and you wouldn't be expecting to get beaten from there.
All the shots. Peli Panzu, big steer, but not the post.
And in it goes. In away, well away from goal. And a goal!
That set the stage for a finish that would test both sets of fans' nerves.
Mackie.
Deep into injury time, Pierce headed against the crossbar.
Ferguson.
Sarr having his follow-up cleared off the line. But that corner, Sarr again rose highest, only doing what the Luton fans wish they could.
He's in. And here's the shot. It's bounced back off the bar. It comes out off the goalkeeper. Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch.
Keeper was rooted to the spot with that chance.
The break is definitely on. That's a very good save. He was in the clear.
Well, the keeper was hung game to try there, but he's responded brilliantly.
It's gone out for a throw. Just looking at the tactics of this match, maybe this substitution will hold the key.
Enjoyed a rosier start to his tenure with the Tykes as they cast their sights on promotion. The side were level with Jacob Brown tossing past the defence to avoid his first goal of the year. And Barnsley had turned this game around before half-time. Keeper Moore, who's replicated the season form he was shown for Rotherham last year, that stunning strike is second.
Oh, fantastic goal! Well, he's not far out, but you've got to be on your toes in these circumstances. He was.
They haven't switched off, Alan, late in the game. They've got another one, extended the lead.
Not letting up at all, showing their ruthless side. Fair play to them.
Different angle on it here. There's no doubt that the scoreline reflects realistically the nature of the game. There's nothing false about it. They've thoroughly deserved to be so far ahead. Sometimes being favourite in a match weigh heavily, expectation and all that. It's not a problem for this team, is it?
No, I think their manager will be delighted because they've not taken it easily at all. They've given respect to their opponents, but they've shown their class too.
Well, that's over the top of the defender. One to chase. The goalkeeper to the rescue.
Well, it's 1 against 1. This keeper, surely.
Poor attempt at a pass, really. He's blocked the shot well. Vela.
Has a go here.
All of his experience to open up the shooting opportunity.
Well, here's an opportunity with the ball over the top. You really fancied him to score. The goalkeeper kept his belief and kept him out.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask you where his defenders were, but not at the hour, he stepped up there, didn't he?
That's the end of the match. The final score is 5-0. Well, in cup ties, winning is all that matters, and they have won.
Yeah, they've done the necessary. I think they just about deserved it. It was close at times, but yeah, winners here.
Well, undoubtedly, he was the star man today.
Stopped the visitors extending their lead. Fine double save to deny Wilkes and Alfie May. But he couldn't keep out Marquis. 50 goals for Donny now. A perfect 1-2 record for the prolific striker. Secured on the day he racked up a century of appearances for Rovers. Graham Carey scored the goal of the game in the 6th minute of injury time. But this day belongs